Ladies, welcome to the Foundation channel. I am Tanya Cortez, and on this channel I talk about everything foundation and complexion for more mature skin. So guys, today we're out here, okay? We're out here looking for that #1 amazing foundation. And so what we're going to talk about today is the 8 characteristics of a great foundation. So if you guys want to see this 5-minute foundation fact, then you keep watching. Roll the credits. If you're like me, you are out here looking for that holy grail foundation, like the best foundation in the world to cover up everything on your face or so that you think is wrong with it, right? So let's go over 8 characteristics of a good foundation. Now, these are not all of them. There are several things that you can look for in a foundation, but I like these 8, okay? So the first one is the formula. So you have your water-based foundations, you have your oil-based foundations, you have your silicone-based foundations, and then you have some powders. You also kind of want to look at those ingredients in those foundations to make sure it's not something that you don't want on your face. So for instance, if you don't like alcohol in your foundations, you want to look at that to see if there's alcohol in there or if there's essential oils in there that you don't like. You know, you want to look for those, and usually the first 5 ingredients is what the product has the most of. Like for instance, you see a whole bunch of foundations that say hyaluronic acid. If you look at the ingredients and there's 20 ingredients in there and hyaluronic acid is last, then it's probably got this little bitty bit of hyaluronic acid in there. You know, they try to trick us, you know, make us think we're getting like a full facial. So then you have consistency. Most liquid foundations are water-based. Most thicker, creamier, like balm-like foundations are normally oil-based. Not all the time, because nowadays they're trying to steer away from oil-based products, period. So, but a lot of times they are oil-based. Then you have your silicone-based foundations, which are like a hybrid of both. So they're more smooth and they have a little bit more slip. They're kind of velvety, and then they still are hydrating, just like a cream oil-based foundation. Then you have your powder foundations. So your powder foundations normally got a lot of minerals in it. They're kind of like a dry pigment, you know, so you want to be careful with those if you have dry skin, because they can accent your texture or settle in to fine lines. But if you do decide you want to get them, make sure they're finely milled. And the next characteristic is the skin tone. Of course, it's self-explanatory. You want to make sure you get a foundation with the right undertone that's going to match your complexion. Then you want to think about the blendability of the foundation. You want the foundation to be able to blend into your skin. You don't want a foundation that's going to sit on top of your skin, or when you go to put other products in on your face, it's going to move around and all that kind of stuff. You want your foundation to look as natural as possible. Then you want to make sure you find a buildable foundation. One that if you have a light coverage, it can build to a medium. If you like those, or you like a medium coverage that can be built to a full, you want to look at the foundations to make sure they are buildable. Then you want to look for a foundation that is long wearing. You don't want to put a foundation on at 7 o'clock in the morning and then by lunchtime it's gone. You know, I feel like that's where primers come through. Then you want to think about the price. So most foundations now, any good foundation, are usually running between $50 and up. Now you can find some really pretty good gems out there that are affordable prices. Then most of all, you want to find a foundation that is going to suit your needs. If you have dry skin, if you have oily skin, whatever that skin type is, you know, maybe try some actives in there. If you have dry skin, you might want to consider using a cream foundation or something that's more oil-based with a dewy finish or something like that to give your skin a little bit more hydration. If you are oily skin, you might want to consider wearing a water-based foundation. They do still have some hydration in or moisture in those foundations, or you can consider wearing a powder. Okay guys, so that's 8 characteristics of a good foundation, and that's not all of them, and it's not the end-all be-all either, but we're gonna keep looking for this holy grail foundation, and we're gonna keep trying them on this channel until we find them. So guys, thanks so much for watching this week's 5-minute foundation fact, and remember, it all starts with the base. You guys stay safe. Bye.